It's a beautiful day for softball deep in the heart of Arkansas, live from Majestic Park in Hot Springs. This is National Park College Nighthawks softball on the Nighthawk Network, your official home for Nighthawk athletics this season. We welcome you to the beginning of today's broadcast with North Arkansas College. It is Sophomore Day here in Hot Springs today, so please stay tuned for the beginning of today's Sophomore Day celebration here at Majestic Park.
All right, if you are an escort for one of our Nighthawk sophomores, please go ahead and enter the field. We'll get you lined up in the appropriate order, and then we'll begin today's Sophomore Day celebration. Thank you.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I'll have to do it now. We good?
Hey guys, we gotta figure out where we're supposed to be going.
I don't know.
Should be right over there.
Come on, guys.
All right, we ready?
Good afternoon, Nighthawk Nation, and welcome to Sophomore Day here at National Park College. Today we pay tribute to 6 outstanding sophomores who have left a lasting impact in their time with Nighthawk athletics. We are so proud of each of these young ladies, not only for what they achieved athletically, but academically as well. And we wish them the best of luck for the bright future that lies ahead. Introducing your 2024-25 Nighthawk sophomores. Introducing sophomore Jessica Sweer. Jess's favorite Nighthawk memory is watching NPC baseball with friends and heckling the opposing team. After NPC, she plans to continue her education in pursuit of a master's degree in business. Jessica is escorted today by Jared and Melissa Sweer and Momert. Congratulations to sophomore Jessica Sweer. Introducing sophomore Bailey Cowell. Bailey's favorite Nighthawk memories are meeting her best friend Carly Morale and throwing NPC's first ever perfect game on opening day this season. After NPC, she plans to continue her softball career while pursuing a career in the medical field. Bailey is escorted today by Adam and Deanna Cowell. Congratulations to sophomore Bailey Cowell. Introducing sophomore Carly Morale. Carly's favorite Nighthawk memory is moving NPC's name on the tournament bracket after defeating UA Rich Mountain to advance to last year's district tournament championship. After Nighthawk Nation, she plans to attend the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences to pursue a degree in nursing. Carly is escorted today by EJ Morale and Kelsey Hilleman. Congratulations to sophomore Carly Morale. Introducing sophomore Ryan Lefford. Ryan's favorite Nighthawk memories are all the amazing people she met along her Nighthawk journey, and on a personal level, learning more about herself, embracing challenges and change, and being tough when life seems tougher. After National Park College, she plans to attend the University of Central Arkansas to study radiography. Ryan is escorted today by Tim and Leah Lefford. Congratulations to sophomore Ryan Lefford. Introducing sophomore Gracie Fowler. Gracie's favorite Nighthawk memory was closing out last week's game with a win over SAU Tech and having her teammates bow and praise her in the post-game huddle. After NPC, she plans to attend Southern Arkansas University, where she will major in biology. She'll then attend the UAMS to become a dermatologist. Gracie is escorted today by John Fowler, Stephanie Clark, Holland Fowler, Trent Clark, Kelsey Fowler, Rainey Fowler, and Tennyson Clark. Congratulations to sophomore Gracie Fowler. Introducing sophomore Taylor Southern. Taylor's favorite Nighthawk memories are breaking up Murray State's no-hitter in last year's district championship and forging great relationships with this year's freshman class, which Taylor says helped bring back her spark for the game. After NPC, she plans to continue her academic and athletic career at the University of the Ozarks, majoring in psychology to one day become a sports psychologist and help student athletes overcome mental struggles. Taylor is escorted today by Kane and Chastity Southern. Congratulations to sophomore Taylor Southern. Let's hear it once again for your 2024-25 National Park College Nighthawks sophomores. On behalf of all of us in Nighthawk Nation, thank you and your families for choosing National Park College.
That will conclude our Sophomore Day ceremony at the pregame of today's series with North Arkansas College. We'll take a quick break and begin today's action when we come back right here on the Nighthawk Network.
Welcome back to Hawk Talk, your source for all things National Park College Nighthawk athletics here on the Nighthawk Network, your official home for Nighthawk Nation. Hawk Talk is presented by Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas, by Harbor House Prevention Services, and RAD, Rise Above Alcohol and Drugs. Also by Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and by CHI St. Vincent. Kavanaugh Hyundai proudly supports Nighthawk Nation and is a proud sponsor of Hawk Talk, as well as Levi Hospital and the Arkansas Travelers Youth Foundation. Last but certainly not least, Armor Bank, proudly serving Nighthawk Nation this season. If you would like to support the Nighthawks, you can do so by visiting us online at np.edu/athletics. With head coach Autumn Wyatt, I'm Mark Oliver, sports information for Nighthawk Nation. Coach, welcome back. It has been far too long since we've had the chance to sit down, and I think it's well deserved. There have been a lot of big things happening on the softball diamond this season, and let's start with one of the biggest ones for you personally, capturing your 100th win here at National Park College. That's a pretty great achievement just in your 4th year here at NPC. When you walked in these doors back in the fall of 2021, and you look at everything that we've accomplished in that amount of time, could you imagine that you'd be here right now?
Wow, it seems like a long time when you put it like that. Honestly, I was just thrown into the fire my first head coaching position, didn't know what to expect, didn't know how long I'd be here, didn't know that I would love being a head coach. It was just a great opportunity, and let's get into it. And then here we are 4 years later, loving it, loving what we've built here, and have loved calling NPC my home.
And of course, when we look at your tenure as a whole, you come in and you help lead this team deep into the postseason. And then the next year, it's the Region 2 championship game. And then last year in Oklahoma, we make it to the district championship game. And we're one series away from the national tournament. No pressure coming into this season, right? Big goals for this team. What were some of the goals that you set for this squad coming into this season?
I think some of the goals were to make sure that we were prepared when we got into region play, and that I wasn't going to be too concerned getting wrapped up with our record or our stats or anything like that, but truly knowing that when we step on the field in March and it was region play, that we were going to be ready. And I think through our scheduling and everything, you can see that our record isn't where we would necessarily want it to be, but it's because I stuck true to those goals of we are going to play the hardest competition we can find. We're going to, week one out, see what we're made of and really make sure that when it comes to crunch time that we are ready to go to battle with these really good teams.
You're right. We've been talking about it all season long. This is a team that looks battle tested on paper. And if you just look at record alone, that's really misleading when you consider the strength of this team. 12 of the 14 losses for your girls this year are either to nationally ranked opponents or NJCAA Division I opponents. So, that tells me that you're looking to get over the hump and get to the national tournament this year. And in order to be the best, you have to beat the best. In order to beat the best, you have to play the best. So you're out there trying to get your team as strong as possible. And I love that. A coach that's
not super concerned. I don't need to be 30-0 at this point of the season. I just need to be ready for those games that matter at the end of the rainbow once we get to the postseason. So let's talk about this year's group. Of course, lost some talented sophomores from last year's squad, and best wishes to them if they're watching. A great talented sophomore class returned, and a lot of freshman faces joined the fray this season. How have they all come in together into this Nighthawk family and meshed and created this great chemistry that we continue to see with your program?
I think something I pride myself in is getting the newcomers to know each other and the team long before they step on campus. Putting them in a group message together, constantly talking to that group about wanting updates from them, having a signee day each spring of, hey, all of the girls that are signed for next year, come in, watch us play, take pictures with each other, get to know each other, their families, things like that. Usually we have incoming athletes help work our summer camp as well. So that's a good way to see how we run things, reach out to future recruits, all those things. And then by the time they step on campus, it's not awkward anymore. They can start feeling like they can be themselves, they can mesh together, everything like that. I think that this class was a very important class. Like you said, we lost a lot of big, impactful players that have helped us over the past couple years. And we have some great sophomores back that have, been a big part of it too. But I knew that this freshman class was going to have to step up and that they might be a majority of who's on the field during a game, just sheer number-wise.
We've talked about some of the challenges that the program has faced this year, but let's talk about some of the highlights as well. We can ask the girls what their favorite memories are from the season, and it may be a particular play here or there, but I know that you're looking big picture and for the goals that you have ahead. So what are some of those big moments this season? Maybe they're on the field, maybe they're off the field, that you feel like have really helped this team shine brightly?
Man, there's a couple, and they might not be the couple that people would think that they would be. Obviously, it'd be easy to point to the perfect game or, those big moments, which is awesome. Like, I love that. I think one of the big defining moments that proved who this team was actually our tournament going down to Louisiana. So I came down very sick the day that we were supposed to leave in the morning. And, I was freaking out, not knowing what I was going to do, being a coach by yourself. So I made the very tough decision to not go so that I felt like I couldn't be the best coach that I could be for them, wasn't feeling good at all. And so thankfully my husband, Mark, was able to step up, go down there with the girls and coach them. But them being down in a new state, playing nationally ranked teams, their first real battle test, and going toe-to-toe with some of these nationally ranked opponents, coming out with a huge win down there in a situation that wasn't necessarily comfortable for them. And I told them before I didn't go, I needed them to step up. You know that what the expectations are. I need you to help Mark. I need you to help each other. I need you guys to play for each other. And I think that's exactly what they did when they were down there.
What a story. What a huge story. And it's brought this team closer together. Of course, if you've ever seen the softball team out and about, you're going to get a little bit of kookiness, a little bit of crazy, a lot of energy, a lot of love, and a lot of trust in each other. Mm-hmm. This is a team that has each other's back, whether it's the 1 spot in the lineup to the 9 spot in the lineup, whether you're a bench player, you come in the bullpen, whatever your role is, you've got a place on this team and a place in this NPC family. So as we talk about the road ahead, of course, we've mentioned Region 2 play, and it really looks like there's 4 teams starting to separate themselves from the pack right now, and you are one of those teams. Now, you haven't played any other of the other 3 yet, but that's still to come. Challenge accepted?
Absolutely. We haven't backed down yet. We don't plan on doing it, so.
Of course, this weekend, Sophomore Day, a little bit early this season, which is great because it's bittersweet, but you also still get a little bit more time with these girls. Yes. And you get the chance to have the families come in and have the ceremony a little bit earlier. But, if I could put you on the spot, what's maybe one collective message that you would like to send to this group, these 6 sensational student athletes that have helped grow this program?
Whew. Gosh, I could say so much to this group. The big thing I want them to know is how much I love them. U6 have been an integral part of what we've continued to do here is put ourselves on the map, have fans come and be excited to watch us, want to be involved in the program because of what you bring to it. And people will never know some of the things that these young ladies have gone through during their time in college and how much they've grown. And I am just so, so proud of these 6 young women, of the growth that I've seen within the past year. You know, these 6 came into their exit meetings and were just hungry. I mean, we had just lost out and they were just, chomping at the bit to already start the next year and telling me how great of leaders they wanted to be and that they wanted these freshmen to know that this is going to be the year. And they've held true to that. You know, they wanted me to challenge them and hold them accountable and to a high standard as leaders, and I have, and they've stepped up to the plate big time.
Yeah, absolutely. Great leaders that will be hard to replace here at NPC. And we thank not only them, but their families as well for choosing National Park College to continue their softball career. Coach, great season so far. The best is yet to come for Nighthawks softball. We appreciate your time. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
Coach Autumn Wyatt of Nighthawks softball. You can follow the team online on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And special thank you to all of our sponsors. For Coach Autumn Wyatt, I'm Mark Oliver. This has been Hawk Talk on the Nighthawk Network.
We welcome you back to the ballpark for the start of today's doubleheader. NPC taking on North Arkansas College here at Majestic Park in Hot Springs. So glad to have you with us. Happy Sophomore Day to you. Let us know where you're watching from, whether you're a fan for North Ark or you're a fan for National Park College. It does not matter. We would love to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're excited to see. We'd love to give you a shout out on the broadcast today. Just underway here in the top of the first inning, Bailey Cowell, the sophomore ace, in the circle for National Park College, taking on North Arkansas College. Our friends from Harrison making the long drive down from North Central Arkansas. And the leadoff hitter for the Pioneers is the shortstop, number 14, A.B. Sowell. The count is 1-2 on Sowell to start today's show. Game 1 of 2 games here, and Bailey Cowell starts game 1 with a huge strikeout to begin the show. Sowell will strike out. That's the first out of the inning. Next up for North Arkansas College, the third baseman, Kylie Burris. Burris bats on the right-hand side. First pitch in from Bailey Cowell, low and inside. That will be ball 1. Cowell gets the sign from her battery mate, Ryan Lefford. 1-0 on its way. And just near the shoulders, no call. That's a ball, 2-0. The 2-0. Same place, same result as now North Arkansas College threatens its first base runner of today's ball game. A good eye by Kylie Burris, the third baseman, looking to get on base and start the scoring for the visiting team. Cowell has the one she wants. A look at determination in her face. 3-0 on its way, right down the middle, strike 1. And now the battle back continues for Bailey Cowell. Three-1 down the middle, popped up, foul ball. That one will leave the yard. And just like that, the count is full on Burris. The count is full on Kylie Burris. Payoff pitch on its way. That's going to be ball 4. It'll be the first base run of the ball game for North Arkansas College. Burris heads to first on a base on balls. The next hitter for North Arkansas College, it's the catcher, number 2, Kylan Hall. First pitch from Bailey Cowell on its way. There's bunt back to the pitcher. Cowell picks it up, fires over to first. Ortego makes the play. 2 away in the inning. The sacrifice does advance the runner into scoring position. That's Burris. And now the next hitter is the pitcher, Joe Lovell. So Level stands in, looking to bring in Burris to take the early lead. First pitch of the at-bat, high inside, ball one. There's a swing and a miss to even things up on a fireball by Bailey Cowell right down the middle. Swing and a miss on the inside. Quick 1-2 on Level, and the Nighthawks are one strike away from heading to the batter's box. One, two on its way. Check swing up high. She did not go. That brings things even 2-2. Level trying to keep the top of the first alive. Cowell's 2-2. Down a little too low. The count is full. Level trying to win the battle here for North Arkansas College. Cowell has the one she wants. 3-2 pitch on its way. That will be ball four. And that puts another base runner on for the Pioneers. Level reaches with the second walk of the day from Bailey Cowell. The next hitter is the second baseman, number 3, Riley Stanford. Quick meeting out in the circle. Coach Autumn Wyatt wanting to talk things over with her sophomore hurler, Bailey Cowell. Infield there for the conference as well. Glad to have you with us on the broadcast today. Not going to lie, it's a chilly one here on a Sunday afternoon in beautiful Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas. Hope you're warm wherever you're watching from. Lots of fans made the trip, whether it's from Harrison to Hot Springs or from all across Nighthawk Nation, to see their sophomores in action here on Sophomore Day. So the next batter for the Pioneers is Riley Stanford. First pitch on its way, right down the middle. There's a strike call. 0-1 on the second baseman. There's a swing and a miss. Right through the middle as Cowell goes ahead 0-2 from the circle. The Nighthawks looking to strand 2 Pioneers here in the top of the first inning. The 0-2 on its way, up and in on the inside. Too far in, ball one.
1-2, 1-2.
Cowell looking for strikeout number 2 today. 1-2 on its way. There it is. Cowell gets it. And we go to the bottom of the first inning with the Nighthawks coming to bat when we come back on the Nighthawk Network.
Hot Springs was built on water and built to be enjoyed. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Soak it up.
To a good life, a good life.
What does care look like through the years? From the first memories to the treasured moments. From life's accomplishments to life's challenges. We're here for you, body and mind. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of families for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind with the kind of coverage that ensures your best days are ahead. Take good care, Arkansas.
Here's a look at your National Park College Nighthawks as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Sarah Camplain in right, Taylor Southern in center, Macy Graves today's DP. Bree Phillips, Carly Morale, Ryan Lefford, your 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Sophomore Jessica Swear on your screen at first base today. Jordan Householder at short, Alexis Ortego at second for Bailey Cowell in the circle here in Game 1 against North Arkansas College. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. Glad to have you with us today. Thanks for watching here on the Nighthawk Network. We're ready to bat for the Nighthawks here in the bottom of the first inning. Sarah Camplain, who is leading the charge, leading the team in batting average this season. Since her return from injury here this spring semester, she has provided quite the pop at the beginning of the lineup for NPC. Facing off against Joe Lovell in the circle for the Pioneers, dressed in red and black pinstripes, Camplain's going to look to get the show started with a big hit from the left-hand side. The right fielder steps in for NPC, ready to rock. First pitch of the at-bat, drops low, ball one. There's a connection out to left field. That ball is down. It's all the way to the left field corner. Camplain turns and heads for second. Leadoff double to start the show for NPC. Next up for the National Park College Nighthawks, it's Taylor Southern, the sophomore from Winsboro, Louisiana. Celebrated her birthday yesterday. And now she steps in here on Sophomore Day looking to give her team an early lead. Strike one on the first pitch thrown by Joe Lovell. Lovell checks her wrist guard. 0-1 on its way. Return to sender. That one into center field. Camplain's going to come around to score. If you blinked, you missed it. The Nighthawks are on top. Southern delivered it into the outfield for the RBI single. That brings up Macy Graves, the designated player. Graves, one of the freshman sensations for this Nighthawk team this year, taking strike one on the first pitch from Lovell. The pitcher-hitter combo Graves steps back in. No one out, runner on first is Southern. Lovell has the one she wants. On its way, Southern's going to take off and head for second. She's going to get there on defensive indifference. Another stolen base for Taylor Southern. That's number 41 of her Nighthawk career as she moves into scoring position. Count is 1-1 on Macy Graves. That pitch drops a little bit too low. 2 balls, 1 strike on Graves. A good eye for the first-year Nighthawk. Count is 2-1 on Graves. Down the middle. Great pitch thrown by Joe Lovell. That'll bring things even 2-2. Lovell winds and fires. Pop up into shallow right field. Coming in and making a play of the Pioneers. Everyone's going to stay put. That's the first out of the inning. So Graves retired. That brings up Bree Phillips, the offensive leader for the Nighthawks this season in multiple categories, including long balls. Phillips will take her turn. 1 out, 2 on for National Park College. Or 1 out, 1 on, excuse me, with Southern on first. Ball 1 taken high by Phillips. Lovell winds and fires, and she'll take that one right down the middle. That'll bring things even. A good eye there by Phillips, looking for something to straighten out and bring Taylor Southern home from second. Already a 1-0 lead for NPC, an RBI single for Southern here on Sophomore Day. One pitch on its way, drops low. Southern's going to take off for third. She's caught in the middle. Southern. That ball's going to go into the outfield. Southern's going to get the green light to go home. Southern's going to slide on in for the second run of the ball game. Turns on the Jets. It's 2-0. So that'll empty the bases for NPC, who leads at 2-0. Back at the plate, Bree Phillips faces a 2-1 count. The next pitch is taken over to third. A ground ball thrown across the field, and the ball is dropped. She will be safe. And that brings up Carly Morale. Phillips will reach on an error. The inning continues here in the bottom of the first. Here's sophomore Carly Morale. Morale getting the start in the left field today. Takes strike one on the first pitch thrown by Level. The second-year Nighthawk from Perryville, Arkansas. Looking to keep the offense going. Phillips the runner on first, one away. Level fires, connection, out to right field. And that's a deep ball. It is reeled in for out number 2. And that brings up the Nighthawk catcher, Ryan Lefford. The former BB Badger steps in with 2 away. And she charges into the batter's box, ready to rock. Two-out runner on first, Phillips. First pitch by Level. Phillips is going to take off for second, and she's going to get in safely with the stolen base. The count is 1-0 on Ryan Lefford for the Nighthawks. Looking to put it in play, try to put the third run across. Here in the inning, we get time called. As A.B. Sowell works to fix her footwear, I believe, over at shortstop. Count is 1-0 on Lefford. Level's pitch on its way, popped up in foul territory. The catch is made. That'll take care of the Nighthawks here in the inning. And when we come back, the second inning, North Arkansas College will bat right here on the Nighthawk Network.
Basketball is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
At Levi Hospital, we believe everyone deserves quality mental health care. Our outpatient behavioral health program offers personalized counseling and medication management for a range of conditions, including anxiety, depression, and trauma. Located in Hot Springs, Arkansas, we proudly serve Garland County and beyond. With individual and group therapy options, we're here to support your journey to healing. Visit LeviHospital.com today and take control of your mental health. Levi Hospital, healing mind and body since 1914.
Back in the circle for inning number 2, Bailey Cowell, the sophomore ace for the National Park College Nighthawks. She is in search of win number 21 of her Nighthawk career today, and already in the driver's seat with the Nighthawks enjoying a 2-0 lead. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. Nighthawks got it done with an RBI single in the first from Southern. And also Southern coming in on great base running to score the second run in the ball game. Due up for North Arkansas College in the inning, we'll see the 5, 6, and 7 hitters we'll see the 6, 7, and 8 hitters beginning with first baseman Ava Ogorick. Ogorick stands in, facing off against Bailey Cowell for the first time today. Strike one on the first pitch thrown. Bailey Cowell with 2 strikeouts today. Numbers 118 and 119 of her Nighthawk career. As that one fires and misses just outside to even the count 1-1. Count even on Ogorick. The Pioneers had a couple of base runners, a couple of walks back in the top of the first inning. And now trying to claw back against the deficit 2-0. There's a swing and a miss up high in the zone. Ogorek now 1-2 in the count. Cowell has the one she wants. 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss up high. Strike 3. That's the third strikeout of the day for Bailey Cowell. First of the second inning. With Ogorek retired on strikes, that will bring up the next hitter, Stevie Jennings. The left fielder for North Arkansas College stands in, looking to get on base for the Pioneers. It's a first pitch strike from Bailey Cowell. Count is 0-1 on Jennings. Cowell is going to get the ground ball over to Jessica Sweer. No problem as she goes and touches first base for the second out of the inning. Just like that, 2 outs in the second inning. The next hitter is designated player number 28, Maddie Officer. Cowell and the Nighthawks trying to take care of the Pioneers 1-2-3 here in the second. She gets the sign from her battery mate, Ryan Leffert. First pitch on its way. Ball 1, too far inside. Count is 1-0 on Officer. Just missing at the shoulders. It's a quick 2-0 on the DP. Officer stands in on the right-hand side. Jessica Sweer taking a couple steps up over at first base. Anticipating a slow roller coming her way. The 2-0 right down the middle, strike 1. Cowell able to hit the opposite end of the plate there. Inside the strike zone, 2-1 on Officer. Cowell wastes no time in between pitches, fires that one at the knees, strike 2. 2-2 on Officer. The Nighthawks are 1 strike away from heading back to the batter's box. Here's the pitch, and it's taken up high for a ball. The count goes full. Three-two pitch on its way. Strike 3, and down go the Pioneers in the second inning. We're back in just a moment on the Nighthawk Network.
We will hold each other up, and when the weight's too much to bear, just know in your heart I'll be there, and we will hold each other up, hold each other up.
Hot Springs was built on water and built to be enjoyed. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Soak it up.
A 1-2-3 top of the second brings us to the bottom of the inning, where National Park College will come to the plate. Leading things off for the home team will be sophomore first baseman Jessica Sweer. Jessica's family in attendance today, as are all of our sophomore families today. I'd like to thank all of them for all their support this season, whether it's the long road trips to Hot Springs or watching on the broadcast. My best buddy Jared Sweer's here with all the props today. Love the energy of the Sweer family. Jessica Sweer leading things off to start the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 NPC as they face off against Joe Lovell. First pitch of the at-bat is taken out to right field, and that ball is down. Off the wall, Sweer will turn and head for second. It's a leadoff double for the Nighthawks. Sweer with an extra base hit. Next up for the Nighthawks, the number 8 hitter, shortstop Jordan Householder. Householder steps in for NPC, looking to bring in the third run of the ball game. She'll rip the first one she sees. It's off the glove of the first baseman. Firing to first. The play is made for the first out. Moving Jessica Sweer to third. That'll bring up Alexis Ortego. Ortego, the number 9 hitter in the Nighthawk lineup. Top of the lineup on deck. Level has the pitch she wants. First pitch on its way, taken for a strike by Alexis Ortego. Count is 0-1 on Ortego. Sweer the runner on third, 1 out. Sarah Camplain stands in the on-deck circle for the Nighthawks. 0-1 bunted, but foul. And Sweer will retreat back to the bag on the hot corner. Two strikes on Ortego, who gets the green light to swing away. Level checks her wrist guard for the pitch, has the one she wants. 0-2 on its way, fouled away, and Ortego stays alive. Here's the 0-2, taken out to right field. That ball is caught. Tagging and heading home is Jessica Sweer. She'll slide on in for the third run of the ball game. With 2 outs, that will bring up Sarah Camplain in the top of the order as NPC adds to its lead. Camplain is 1 for 1 with a double today. Takes ball 1 down in the dirt, 1-0. Looking to keep the on-base streak alive for NPC here. Next pitch, too high, 2-0. Camplain digs in, awaiting the next offering from Lovell and the Pioneers. Ball 3, up high in the zone, same place, same result. Now Camplain threatening to reach for the second time in today's ball game. Should she reach, Taylor Southern awaits on deck for the Nighthawks. The count is 3-0. Right down the middle, Lovell finds her sweet spot, looking to battle back from inside the circle. The count is 3-1. Camplain takes strike 2 right on the inside, and just like that, a full count on the Nighthawk right fielder. The 3-2 off the pitcher. The throw to first, and that takes care of the Nighthawks here in the inning. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Nighthawk Network. But before we do, here's a special message to Nighthawk Nation from sophomore first baseman Jessica Sweer.
My favorite Nighthawk memory has got to be sitting over there watching the baseball team with all my friends and heckling the other team. Keep working hard. There's still a lot we can learn from this game, and I think I wouldn't be like the player I am today without them. I love them. Just thank you, you know. I'm pretty far from home, and they still come out and support me, and even when they can't, they're always sending me messages and stuff. And then all the fans that do show up are just wonderful, and it makes like a world of a difference having that support behind us.
Top of the third inning here at the ballpark, Majestic Park here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. Nighthawks cruising early in this one. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second. Bailey Cowell back in the circle, ready to go back to work. Already 4 strikeouts in 2 innings of work. She took down the Pioneers 1-2-3 in the previous inning. North Arkansas College will have the number 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up as we go to the third. Ryan Leffert gets set behind home plate for the Nighthawks. Leading things off for the Pioneers will be the center fielder, number 10, Maya Fulton. So Fulton stands in on the right-hand side, looking to get on base for the Pioneers and cut into the deficit. First pitch of the at-bat, in for strike one. And there's a quick strike two thrown from Bailey Cowell, who now flirts with strikeout number 5 early in today's game. Fulton steps back into the box. Top of the lineup, due up on deck, looking to get on base. 0-2 pitch on its way, a little too high, ball one. Good eye by Fulton. And a ball up high to bring it even, 2-2. Cowell has the one she wants. Pitch on its way right down the middle, strikeout number 5. That'll be the first out of the inning as Fulton heads back to the dugout. Top of the lineup comes up with A.B. Sowell coming to home plate. The Pioneers shortstop looking to get on base after striking out to begin today's ball game. First pitch on the inside, strike one. Cowell continues to throw fire. The 0-1. Connection to second base, and that is the first hit of the ball game for the Pioneers. Into the outfield, she'll head to second. Sowell will end up with a one-out double. The next hitter for the Pioneers is the third baseman, Kylie Burris. Burris walked her first time up today. With one out and one on, it's ball one on the first pitch thrown by Bailey Cowell. Cowell wheels and deals down the middle. Gets the strike call. It's even, 1-1. First baseman Jessica Swear takes a couple steps forward, anticipating a low roller and trying to help the Nighthawks turn two if they can. There's a strike right down the middle. Count moves to 1-2 on Burris. Bailey Cowell has struck out 2 Pioneers in every inning so far. She's looking for her second of the third inning here. The 1-2 pitch, too high. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 got her swinging. Another strikeout for Bailey Cowell. It's number 6 on the day. That'll be the second out of the inning. Next up for the Pioneers will be the catcher, Kylan Hall. First pitch ball on the outside as the catcher takes a good eye and a good look at it, trying to bring in the first run of the ball game with A.B. Sowell, the runner, on second in scoring position. Count is 1-0 on Hall. Cowell fires, a little too low, 2-0. The 2-0 from Bailey Cowell, fouled away. As Hall will take a moment before she resets in the batter's box. Should she reach, it's the pitcher, Joe Lovell awaiting in the on-deck circle. The 2-1. Popped up, foul ball out of play. And that brings the count even 2-2. It puts Bailey Cowell in position for her 7th strikeout of the ball game and her 3rd of the 3rd inning. Ball 3 on the inside. So the count is full. Ryan Lefford comes up and gets the ball over to her pitcher before getting set behind home plate. Three-two pitch on its way. Strike 3, got her looking. And the Nighthawks will head to the bottom of the 3rd inning with a 3-0 lead. We're back in a moment right here on the Nighthawk Network.
The Arkansas Travelers Youth Foundation is the official public charity for the Arkansas Travelers. The Travs Youth Foundation helps kids get outside and play ball by breaking down barriers to participation. With rising costs and limited local opportunities, the obstacles are huge. The ATYF provides grants, college scholarships, and dozens of free community events designed to inspire the love of sports in the next generation. Visit Travs.com under the Community tab to find out how you can help donate, volunteer, and request aid.
My name is Sadie, and being a good teammate is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
Bailey Cowell leading the charge for the Nighthawks here on Sophomore Day. 7 strikeouts through 3 innings and a 3-0 lead for NPC. Batting first for the Nighthawks here in the 3rd will be the sophomore center fielder Taylor Southern. We'll see the 2, 3, and 4 hitters do it for NPC this inning. Southern, Graves, and Phillips for National Park College. They're going to see if they can light up the scoreboard for the 3rd consecutive inning here on a chilly Sunday here in Hot Springs. Our thoughts go out to all the families in Arkansas and the surrounding states with severe weather plaguing a lot of the region over the past week. Here in Hot Springs, a lot of flooding has been the concern around the area. And it moved today's game to today from yesterday. We're glad to be back at the ballpark with you, celebrating Sophomore Day a little bit earlier than we normally would, and it gives us a lot more time to enjoy and cherish these Nighthawk student athletes with still about a month to go in the season here in NJCAA Region 2 play. So Taylor Southern will be the hitter here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. She had an RBI single, a stolen base, and a run scored back in that big 2-run 1st inning. First pitch lined foul. A deep shot down over the wall in foul territory, 0-1 on Southern. Southern recently became NPC's all-time leader in triples here at National Park College, as one of the quickest to ever round the bases here in Nighthawk Nation. There's another deep drive, out to left field, gone. She straightened it out and took it over the wall for the home run. What a shot by Southern, touch 'em all. Southern goes yard, it's 4-0 NPC. Next up for the Nighthawks, Macy Graves. Graves flew out to right field her first time up today. Bats with the bases empty and a 4-0 lead. First pitch strike coming in from Lovell. Second pitch of the at-bat taken out toward right field where the catch is made. That's the first out of the inning. So with Graves retired, that will bring up Bree Phillips for Nighthawk Nation. Phillips reached on an error her first time up, stole a base, but was left stranded. She'll take strike one on the first pitch thrown by Joe Lovell. Count is 0-1 on Bree Phillips, the former Valonia Lady Eagle. The count goes even, 1-1. Taken down the middle for a strike. Phillips looking for one to drive. Now behind in the count 1-2. Coach Autumn Wyatt says, go ahead and swing that thing. Phillips ready to rock in the batter's box for the Nighthawks. 1-2 pitch taken out towards center field, and that pitch is caught by the outfielder for the second out of the inning. Phillips retired. That will bring up Carly Morale for the Nighthawks. The Carly Morale fan club out in full force today here in Hot Springs on Sophomore Day. The left fielder steps in with 2 outs, no one on. First pitch from Lovell, driven into left field. That one may go for extra bases. It gets past the left fielder. Morale turns and heads for second. It's a 2-out double. Morale will reach with her first hit of the ball game. And now looking to batter home, sophomore teammate Ryan Lefford comes to the plate. Lefford popped up to the first baseman in foul territory to end the first inning. Looking to keep the third inning alive here. 2 outs, 1 on. There's a connection out towards center field. That ball's got the distance gone! Lefford will touch them all. A 2-run shot for the Nighthawks. And they're ready to mob Ryan Lefford at home plate. Yes! No doubt about it. It's the second homer of the inning. And the Nighthawk bats are red hot here at home. It's a 6-0 ball game. The next hitter for NPC, Jessica Swear. The Nighthawk first baseman stands in, 2 outs, no one on. 3 runs across here in the third. Lovell fires ball 1. Swear doubled her first time up today. The 1-0 to Swear, taken out towards center field. That one will be reeled in for the third out. The Nighthawks will take a 6-0 lead to the 4th inning. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Nighthawk Network. After a 2-run bomb, let's hear from Ryan Lefford here on Sophomore Day.
My favorite Nighthawk memory is just learning about who I am as a person here, embracing the challenge and the change that has come with playing college sport, and probably just being tough when life gets tougher. It's been a heck of a ride with you guys. I appreciate everything. Y'all being someone I can lean on through difficult times, and I love you guys, and we ain't done yet. I appreciate everything that y'all done for me and got me to this point. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and it's been one heck of a ride, one heck of a journey, and got a heart for everything to just be almost over, almost done. I've learned a lot, and thank you, Mom and Dad, for letting a girl pick up softball.
What a great Nighthawk career for Ryan Lefford this year after blasting a 2-run homer minutes ago. I don't know if you can see it on your screen there. Maybe if you zoom in real close. She's got the heart-shaped pink sunglasses on now as everybody's feeling good here in Nighthawk Nation. A 6-0 lead as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Joe Lovell, the opposing pitcher, will be the leadoff hitter for North Arkansas College as we begin the 4th. Bailey Cowell bringing the heat so far in today's ball game. 7 strikeouts through 3 innings today as she battles against the opposing pitcher Lovell here. Count is 1-0. Down the middle, that'll bring things even 1-1. Lovell walked her first time up today and is looking to get on base to try to chip away at the deficit here in the 4th inning of Game 1. 1-1 pitch on its way. That one a deep fly ball, foul territory. It's out of the yard on the wrong side of the white line. That'll bring Lovell back to home plate with a 1-2 count as Bailey Cowell will try to fire in strikeout number 8 today. The 1-2 got away from the pitcher. Good eye by Lovell. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As a reminder, we're playing 2 here at the ballpark today on a chilly Sunday. Cowell's 2-2 on its way. Outside edge. Strike 3. Got her looking. Strikeout number 8 today for Bailey Cowell. So Lovell retired on strikes. And the next hitter will be Stanford for North Arkansas College. Second baseman Riley Stanford has also struck out today, 0 for 1. It's 3 straight Ks for Bailey Cowell dating back to the previous inning. That'll be ball 1 on the first pitch thrown to Stanford. The 1-0. Opposite end of the plate, gets the strike call, brings it even 1-1. Stanford looking to put it in play. Just 1 hit today for North Arkansas College, 3 total base runners. Cowell has the one she wants. The 1-1 pitch, swung through, down the middle, strike 2. One-two pitch on its way, strike 3, got her swinging. It's strikeout number 9 for Bailey Cowell today. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Cowell continues her streak of at least 2 Ks per inning, now into the 4th inning today. And yes, Bailey Cowell bringing the heat. Our record books are open. We'll tell you more here in just a moment. That's ball 1 thrown on the first pitch to Ava Ogorick, the first baseman. There's a swing and a miss down low. 1 ball, 1 strike on Ogorick. Count is 1-1 on the first baseman. Cowell wheels and deals. Ball 1 down low, 2-1. Cowell takes a moment before towing the rubber inside the circle. Ryan Lefford set behind home plate. 2-1 on its way, and that one's taken out towards center field. Deep fly ball. That one may go. It's off the wall. Southern able to reel it in quickly. It'll be a 2-out double for the Pioneers. Ogorick has her first hit of the day. It's the second hit of the ball game for North Arkansas College, and it keeps the top of the 4th alive. The next hitter will be the left fielder, number 20, Stevie Jennings. Jennings grounded out to Jessica Swear, her first time up today. With 2 outs and 1 on, ground ball to the pitcher. Bailey Cowell swings it over to Jessica Swear. Top of the 4th in the books. The Nighthawks bat when we return. Let's check in with Nighthawks sophomore Bailey Cowell.
National Park was the right choice for me because Coach Watt was just so welcoming with open arms. Whenever I came on my visit, I knew it felt like home. It wasn't too far away from home, so I could still go home and see my family while also playing softball and being far enough away to become more independent. My favorite Nighthawk memory is probably opening up this spring season with a perfect game. You know, I had Rob behind the plate cheering me on the whole entire time. Everyone was so supportive. It was just a great way to start the season. And then another part of my favorite memory would be coming to college and meeting Carl. We became best friends and we're attached at the hip now. I really want to thank my parents for putting in the time, the effort, you know, coming to lessons and catching me and always being there to encourage me. I want to thank my family back home for always tuning into games and always sending those encouraging words, and just my family all around for being so supportive.
We've reached the bottom of the fourth inning here at Majestic Park in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. Bailey Cowell up to 9 strikeouts today. What a career she's had, throwing the first ever perfect game in Nighthawk history. She's in the driver's seat for win number 21 today, and she is now 4 strikeouts away from tying the single game record held by Jaden Hart. Leading things off for the Nighthawks, though, in the bottom of the fourth inning will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Here's Jordan Householder. The Nighthawks shortstop is 0 for 1 with a ground out today. We'll also see Alexis Ortego and Sarah Camplain at the top of the lineup later on this inning. The count is 0-1 on Jordan Householder. Nighthawks have scored in every inning so far in today's game, but Joe Lovell coming out and throwing strikes early against the shortstop Householder. The count is 0-2 on Jordan as she stands into the batter's box looking to get on base. The Nighthawks have started each of the first 3 innings with the leadoff hitter reaching, and that streak's going to continue here in the fourth. It's a leadoff base hit as Householder makes her way to first, and that will bring up Alexis Ortego. First hit of the ball game for Householder. Ortego had an RBI flyout her first time up back in that second inning. And now she'll look to bat around Jordan Householder with no one out. The first pitch taken for strike 1 on the outside edge. Ortego has gotten many great opportunities lately here in the heart of conference play. A great defensive piece to the puzzle over at second base. There's a ground ball over to shortstop. They're going to try to turn 2, but the runner is safe at first. Ortego beats the throw. 2 aboard as the top of the lineup comes up. Ortego turns on the Jets, makes it safely. Householder to second, and here comes Sarah Camplain. Camplain is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored today. And she'll step in here. She'll show bunt, pulls back. The runners threaten to steal. But the catcher, Kylan Hall, forces them back to their respective bags. Count is 1-0 on Camplain. .1-0 on its way, too far in on the inside. Look out, she ducks out of the way, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes on Sarah Camplain. She shows bunt, places it down perfectly, is going to try to beat it out over at first. She's out, but the runners do advance. The bunt sacrifice is successful. Householder to the third, Ortego to second. Here comes Taylor Southern. 2 for 2 with an RBI single and a solo home run. Not a bad sophomore day for Double Deuce. Taylor Southern, we call her T-South here in Nighthawk Nation. Southern swings at the first pitch she sees. She puts it in the left field corner. 2 runs are going to score. Southern stands up at second with a double. 8-0 Nighthawk Nation. Southern delivers again. And next up for the Nighthawks will be Macy Graves. Householder and Ortego come in to score on the play. And a meeting in the circle here as this now sets up a do-or-die top of the 5th inning for North Ark in Game 1. Looks like we may have a pitching change. For North Arkansas College. Yes, we will. We'll send Joe Lovell, looks like, over maybe to third. Yes, we will have a pitching change, so we'll take a quick break. We're back in just a moment on the Nighthawk Network.
Hot Springs was built on water and built to be enjoyed. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Soak it up.
We will hold each other up. We will hold each other up. And when the weight's too much to bear, just know in your heart I'll be there. And we will hold each other up. Hold each other up.
The new pitcher for North Arkansas College will be number 15, Winston Crane, taking over for Joe Lovell in this ball game. Lovell allowed 8 runs in 4 innings of work. The Nighthawks have scored in every inning so far today. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, and now 2 in the 4th inning to take that crucial 8-0 lead. That would put North Arkansas College in a do-or-die spot in the top of the 5th inning. What it might possibly do is prevent Bailey Cowell from achieving the single-game strikeout record. But you could ask anybody and ask Bailey herself. She's looking for that win today for NPC. Bailey Cowell was a little bit frustrated with her performance in Game 1 against SAU Tech last time at the ballpark. Very close ball game with the Rockets, if you remember. Nighthawks falling 6-5 in a heartbreaker there. She knew coming into today's action that she had to come in and make a statement, and she has done exactly that. And so is this Nighthawk offense here, as Macy Graves stands in against the new pitcher, Crane. First pitch strike on a fire ball from Crane right down the middle. Runner on second is Taylor Southern. Graves is hitless today. A couple flyouts to right field. And she'll take strike 2 right down the middle. Crane finding the sweet spot early in the at-bat against the Nighthawk designated player. Count is 0-2 on Graves. Time called by the hitter. The 0-2 on its way, liftoff, deep fly ball, center field. It's over the center fielder's head. Here comes Southern to score run number 9. RBI double for Macy Graves. Not a bad time to get your first hit of the ball game. Southern comes in and scores for the 3rd time today. The hitter is Bree Phillips, who reached on an error back in the 1st inning, but is still looking for her first true hit of the ball game. First pitch from Crane, drops in, curveball, strike 1. 3 runs have scored here in this big 4th inning for NPC. Count is 0-1 on Bree Phillips. There's going to be a ball on the inside to bring it even, 1-1. Curveball sails away from the catcher there. 2 balls, 1 strike on a good eye from Phillips. Phillips gets the green light from head coach Autumn Wyatt. Says swing away. Bring in Macy Graves. Crane wheels and deals and a laser to left, foul ball. Had the distance to go over the corner. Just 190 in left and right field here at Majestic Park. Count is now 2-2 on Bree Phillips. Crane checks her pitch. 2-2 offering on its way, ground ball, foul. Crane in the circle, looking for a strikeout here. Phillips looking to put it in play. 2-2 on its way. That one gets away and the count is full. Phillips trying to reach base for the second time in this softball game. Hoping to draw the walk or drive Macy Graves in. Still just 1 out in the inning with Carly Morale waiting in the on-deck circle. Crane has the one she wants. Payoff pitch on its way, lifted to left, foul ball. The at-bat continues for Brianna Phillips. Bree's family here in attendance today at Majestic Park. The power-hitting third baseman stands back in. Payoff pitch up the middle into center field. Graves gets the green light, 10-0 Nighthawks. It's an RBI double for Phillips. The runs keep coming for NPC. Here's Carly Morale. Morale doubled and scored her previous time up. The sophomore left fielder steps back in. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Morale's going to take ball 1. Five hits for NPC here in the 4th. 4 runs have scored. Crane's 1-0 is taken foul out of play. That'll even the count on Carly Morale. Swing and a miss on the outside edge. Morale trying to get a piece of it. Came up empty, 1-2. The left fielder is all smiles as she steps back in towards the batter's box. Runner on second, Bree Phillips, 1 away. Strike 3, Morale will go down on strikes. That's the second out of the inning. With 2 down, it's Ryan Lefford's turn. Lefford had a monster home run, a 2-run shot over the center field wall her last time up. Could there be deja vu in the weather forecast for the Nighthawk catcher? With 2 outs and 1 on, Crane has her pitch. Lefford lifts it to left, foul ball. Count is 0-1 on the Nighthawk catcher. Ryan Lefford, the 8th hitter of the inning for NPC. Looking to add more insurance runs to a lofty lead. The 0-1 bounces in front of the turf, taking off towards third is Phillips. She'll get in safely. The 11th run of the ball game, now standing on the hot corner. Back home, the count is 1-1 on Ryan Lefford. Cranes 1-1 on its way. Ground ball up the middle. Scooped by the pitcher. Throw to Thirst, and that will take care of the Nighthawks here in the 4th inning. Already 3 for 3 in today's ball game. Let's hear from Taylor Southern here on Sophomore Day.
So my first favorite Nighthawk memory is last year at the region tournament. I broke up the Murray pitcher's no-hitter in the region championship, so that was pretty special. And my second Nighthawk memory is coming in this year and having the freshmen really bring back my spark for the game. I think that last year was kind of tough for me mentally, so I think this year it was really special to have a group of girls not knowing who I was to come in and really just have them lean on me and me lean on them. So it's really special, and I'm super thankful for them. I'm gonna get emotional. Don't change who you are and just keep loving each other. First, I'd like to thank God for giving me this opportunity and this ability, and my family, my friends, my mom and dad, and my dogs at home.
What a great story from Taylor Southern, second-year Nighthawk. Paying tribute to this year's freshman class. She says she grew really, really close to these young ladies this year as a leader and a mentor for this team. We wish her the best of luck, as well as all the sophomores on their respective careers, whether they're academic or athletic. After this season, some are saying farewell to the game, some are continuing the game they love. But no matter where their future takes them, I'll tell you this much, these 6 young ladies will be leaders in their respective communities. Bailey Cowell in the circle, fires a first pitch strike as we begin the top of the 5th inning against North Arkansas College. Pioneers trailing 10-0 in this ball game. The hitter is the number 8 hitter, Maddie Officer, the designated player. She'll take strike 2. Up and in, and it's a quick 0-2 on Officer, who struck out her first time up today. 9 strikeouts for Bailey Cowell today. North Arkansas College will have to score at least 3 runs to keep game 1 alive here in the 5th. Foul ball back to the screen as Officer fights to stay alive at the plate. Back in the circle, Cowell ready to rock. Gets the sign from Lefford. 0-2 on its way. There's a ball on the outside edge. Good eye by Officer. Cowell wheels and deals the 1-2 on its way. Strikeout number 10 today. What an impressive performance from Bailey Cowell here on Sophomore Day. Gets a hug from third baseman Bree Phillips. The next hitter for North Arkansas College, center fielder Maya Fulton. 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. First pitch of the at-bat, strike 1. Cowell with a look at determination in her face. Has the pitch from Ryan Lefford. 0-1 on its way, shows bunt, but it's foul on the slash. Both Swear and Phillips were ready to strike on a low rolling ground ball. Ortego to cover first from second. But now with an 0-2 count, Fulton may have to swing away here. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. It's number 11 for Bailey Cowell today. And North Arkansas College is down to its final out here in game number 1. The top of the order is here. A.B. Sowell steps to the plate, 1 for 2 today. One of just 2 hits for North Arkansas College in today's game. A double back in the 3rd inning. Strike 1 on pitch number 1. The 0-1. Strike 2 on the inside. And the Pioneers are down to their final strike here in game 1. Cowell looking to put the finishing touches on a masterful performance. 0-2 on its way, a strikeout to end it here in game one. Final score, Nighthawks will win it 10-0 on a 12 strikeout performance from Bailey Cowell on sophomore day. We'll be back in just a moment to wrap things up for game one right here on the Nighthawk Network.
Football is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
The Arkansas Travelers Youth Foundation is the official public charity for the Arkansas Travelers. The Travs Youth Foundation helps kids get outside and play ball by breaking down barriers to participation. With rising costs and limited local opportunities, the obstacles are huge. The ATYF provides grants, college scholarships, and dozens of free community events designed to inspire the love of sports in the next generation. Visit Travs.com under the Community tab to find out how you can help donate, volunteer, and request aid.
Congratulations to National Park College, winners of game one in today's doubleheader, 10-0. Your final score in a run-shortened game one. Winning pitcher Bailey Cowell goes the distance for win number 21 of her Nighthawk career. She's now one win away from tying Jaden Hart for first place all-time in Nighthawk history. 12 strikeouts today, finishing just one short of Jaden Hart's single game record. But certainly a masterful performance for Bailey Cowell here on sophomore day. Her parents in attendance here in the ballpark, and that brings her up to 129 strikeouts in her Nighthawk career. Offensive leaders, you got to start with the number 2 hitter in the lineup, sophomore center fielder Taylor Southern. 3 for 3 today with 4 RBI, 3 runs scored, including an RBI single, a solo home run, and a 2-run double. She finished just a triple shy of the cycle today. Also, another offensive leader today, Ryan Lefford, behind home plate, went 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run. Jessica Swear was 1 for 2. Jordan Householder was 1 for 2. And Alexis Ortego finished 1 for 2 with an RBI. Just like that, game one is in the books. We will now go to our Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield featured Nighthawk player of today's game, Gracie Fowler, followed by intermission. Stay tuned. Game two coming your way shortly, right here on the Nighthawk Network.
National Park College Nighthawk softball is on the Nighthawk Network, your official home for Nighthawk athletics this season. Our Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield featured Nighthawk Player of the Week, it's Miss Gracie Fowler. Gracie, welcome back to National Park College. What a great first year you had here at NPC. And of course, the last time we sat down, I can't help but remember when you were deciding whether or not to go to college and play softball, you told me that you didn't think that college softball was even in your future plans. Mm-hmm. Here you are 2 years later. You've done so many great things for Nighthawk Nation. Do you feel like you made the right choice 2 years ago?
I think I did. It's definitely been amazing coming to National Park and playing softball. I don't regret it. I feel like if I was to go and not play softball, it would have been a big regret in my life. Because, I mean, the team, the coach, everybody is just so great. And the students and teachers here are so nice and so helpful, too. So I don't regret it all.
Of course, you came in and solidified yourself as a great two-way player, a pitcher, and a power hitter as well. And that way, you could really do it all whenever your number was called for us. But when we go back to this season specifically, last season, we end our season in the district championship game. Felt like a really tough matchup there against Murray State College, but it's also the farthest that this program had ever went in Nighthawk history. When it came time to decide, okay, do I have another year left in me? What made you decide that your job wasn't finished here yet?
Honestly, I didn't like where I ended last year. I felt like I just wasn't there. Like, I could have done it way better. I know my potential, and I know how far I can go. And I wanted to come back this year and show everybody, like, I am a good college athlete, and I am up there with everybody else.
And it wasn't just coming back this year, it was coming back and now being a sophomore leader for this squad. Did a lot of great things as a freshman, but now you're the mentor, now you're the teacher, and you're helping growing pitchers in the bullpen or hitters at the plate and setting them up for success. So what has leadership looked like for you this season?
I like to keep it fun because I feel like, there's so much pressure on everybody because I remember being a freshman and I was just so worried about doing good and just making sure I was perfect all the time. And I don't want them to feel that way. If you make mistakes, I want to hype them up and make them feel, I got your back. Like, you're doing fine. I want it to be fun. I mean, this is like a great experience for people. And I don't want them to look back and be like, man, I hated playing college softball with all those people. I want them to be happy.
I think it's safe to say that this team has a lot of fun, probably more fun than any other athletics team on campus. I think you've got that going for you. And also, something we don't talk about very often, a team that takes pride in being very talented in the classroom as well. Academic leaders across the campus community, setting yourself up for bright futures ahead whenever your softball playing days are over. But when we look ahead to this season, your sophomore season, and all the great moments that we've had so far, what is a moment that stands out to you, maybe your favorite Nighthawk memory that you've made here in your time at National Park?
I think recently, when we played SAU Tech, we did go down that first game, but when we came back, we didn't stop fighting. Like, we knew we could win. So when we came back and we were hitting well and everybody had my back pitching, Avery and Bailey did an excellent job too. They were a good hitting team, and I just like how we were all together and we didn't let it hold us down.
You're right. The Rockets are a solid team in Region 2 play, much improved from last season even. And what a great performance for you. It's game 2. The Rockets tie the game. You're called from the bullpen to come save the day. And boy, do you ever. 2 1/3 innings pitched, no hits allowed, no runs allowed, and your offense comes to life as well to take you guys across the finish line. And, I couldn't see super close up from back behind the backstop, but it looked like quite the celebration that you guys were having in the outfield. Tell me more.
Okay, well, I've been having a little bit of a rough patch, kind of had a slump, but I don't know, I went out there and I was like, there's no way SAU Tech's beating us. So I gave it my all. And, they were just supporting me so much and being, the best teammates they can be. So
You've stepped up in such big ways for this program over the past couple of years. You're tied for 5th all-time in wins. You're 7th all-time in strikeouts. These are numbers that are only going to continue to go up with the amount of games that are still left this season. And of course, we've got Sophomore Day. North Arkansas College comes to town. And maybe a bittersweet moment with a lot of family and a lot of love and a lot of friendship as we reminisce over the past couple of years. But when it comes down to brass tacks and winning the softball series, what do you know about the Lady Pioneers, and how do you expect to get it done?
Well, I know they're not as good as most. So I feel like it'll just be a fun day for us. They don't have the best pitching, so I know we can really get our hitting done. I feel like it'd just be just a great day all around, despite the weather. The weather doesn't look too good, but other than that, I think it'll be just fun.
And of course, you'll be honored alongside 5 of your sophomore teammates. And not to put you on the spot or anything, but if you had a message that you'd like to send to the group of girls, what would that be?
I guess I just love playing with y'all. Y'all were amazing the entire time, so supportive the entire time too. Last year we kind of had our moments, but we were all there and always so supportive, and I love y'all so much.
Yeah, a lot of love, a lot of trust in this Nighthawk family for sure. And then, of course, the future is right around the corner as well. Graduation, and we all want to know what's next for Gracie Fowler. What can you tell us?
Well, I plan on going to SAU next year, and I'm going to get my bachelor's in biology. I want to go to University of Arkansas Medical School and become a dermatologist. So, long road ahead.
Yeah, love that though. Love that though. The journey is not over for you. Thank you so much for choosing NPC as your college home, and best of luck on still a long and fruitful season that lies ahead. Gracie Fowler of Nighthawk Nation. Oh, by the way, was there anybody that you'd like to say hello to who may be watching?
My family, my dad, my mom, Holland, Rain, and Kelsey. Hello. Probably make fun of me later.
Gracie Fowler of Nighthawk Softball. You can follow the team online on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Special thank you to Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield, the sponsor for the featured Nighthawk Player of the Week. She's Gracie Fowler, I'm Mark Oliver, and this is Nighthawk Softball on the Nighthawk Network.
And we're back here at the ballpark as we get set for the start of Game 2 of our doubleheader today. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on the Nighthawk Network today. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're excited to see. It doesn't matter which team you're rooting for. We're just glad that you joined us here on a Sunday afternoon and would love to give you a little bit of love as well. Like to say hello to Connie on the broadcast. Way to go, NPC. Big win in game number 1. 10-0 your final score. 12 strikeouts for Bailey Cowell. And as we turn our attention to game 2, the lineup has changed even just slightly going into game 2. A look at Taylor Southern on the screen there. After going 3 for 3 in game 1, Sarah Camplain's going to lead things off in right field, followed by Southern batting second. Macy Graves batting third at the DP role. Bree Phillips batting fourth on the hot corner. Batting fifth will be Carly Morale in left. Batting sixth, pitcher Gracie Fowler on sophomore day. Batting seventh will be Jessica Swear at first. Batting eighth will be Jordan Householder at shortstop. And batting ninth will be Alexis Ortego at second base, with Ella Cross manning the catching position behind home plate. So once again, Camplain, Southern, Graves, Phillips, Morale, Fowler, Swear, Householder, and Ortego, your 1 through 9 hitters, with Ella Cross serving as today's catcher. Always love sophomore day because it gives you an opportunity to sit down and meet the families. And, so often on the broadcast, they come from all different regions all over the United States. And sophomore day is a great day that brings everybody together where you can share stories and you see baby pictures and you see their first ever team photos in softball uniforms. There's actually a great sophomore day setup happening behind us here at Majestic Park with all sorts of snacks and fruit and chocolate and cookies and cupcakes and all the things, and getting a chance to see those early photos of where their careers began and now seeing where they've ended up now. It's a really incredible thing to watch. And another cool story that I wanted to share with you guys is if you've ever been to a ballpark early, it's very hard. It's very difficult to beat me to the ballpark. I mean, let's be honest, I got a lot of equipment, got a lot of things to set up. I typically get to the stadium 2 to 2.5 hours before first pitch. And today, I was beaten to the ballpark by one Nighthawk player specifically, and that is sophomore first baseman Jessica Swear. I got here to the ballpark early, thought I'd be, ready to set up, get here before the girls because I had some things to film like these interviews that you've seen today. Jessica Swear was already hard at work inside the batting cages with her family, helping her out, helping her get some swings in early, and you know what? I think it paid off in dividends. A huge double in game 1, helping setting the tone there for NPC. That's the kind of work that you see out of this softball team. Well, I guess it's the kind of work that you don't see out of the softball team, but is actively happening behind the scenes all the time. Late nights at the batting cages on campus, spending the extra time here at Majestic Park. Study halls, they're very gifted in the classroom, as we talked about in our interview with Gracie Fowler. This is a team that prides itself on not only athletic excellence, but academic excellence as well. And they kind of have bragging rights as being one of the top academic teams at National Park College. So, a little bit of bragging room there as well. Coach Mahoney and Coach Wyatt parting ways at home plate, which means we're ready to start things off for game 2 here at the ballpark. But there's nothing quite like sophomore day, certainly a bittersweet day. But the cool thing about sophomore day in the beginning of April is you still got a month left in the season. And it's not farewell. It's just pausing for a moment to reminisce about what we've done while still focusing on what we still aim to do. Gracie Fowler will take the circle as the starter here for game 2. She talked about it in her Nighthawk interview, one of her favorite Nighthawk memories, coming up with a clutch win her last time in the circle last week against SAU Tech. The Rockets in game 2 rallying from behind to tie the game at 5. Fowler enters 2 1/3 innings of work to shut down the Rockets as the Nighthawks split that series and got a critical NJCAA Region 2 win. Now she'll get the start here in Game 2 as she works with freshman catcher, her battery mate, Ella Cross. And starting things off for North Arkansas College, A.B. Sowell, the shortstop, will lead things off for the ladies in black and red pinstripes. North Arkansas College hailing from Harrison, Arkansas. And we're ready to start game two. Fowler in the circle, Sowell is the hitter. It's a first pitch strike. Sowell was 1 for 3 in game one with a double. As she looks to start things off strong for North Ark here in game two after falling 10-0 in 5 innings in game one. A great crowd on hand here in Hot Springs despite the chilly temperatures. As that one bounces low for ball 2. 2-1 on Sowell. Nighthawk Nation well represented here on Sophomore Day. Gracie Fowler's family watching on the front row here in the stands today. 2-1 drops slightly below the knees. 3 balls, 1 strike as Sowell threatens to be the first base runner of the ball game. Fowler has the one she wants right down the middle. There's a slow rolling ground ball. Charging is Phillips, who can't come up with it in time. That will be a leadoff base hit to start the show. So Sowell reaches, and that brings up the third baseman, Kylie Burris. Burris walked and struck out in game one, looking for her first hit of the series. Corner infield. Scooting in, ready to strike, expecting the slash bunt here. And that ball is high in the zone from Gracie Fowler. One and 0 on Burris. And there's a pop-up. Out towards shallow right field. The catch is made by Sarah Camplain, 1 away. The next hitter for North Arkansas College, left fielder Stevie Jennings. Jennings grounded out twice in game one, finishing 0 for 2. She shows bunt, pulls back in time for ball 1. A.B. Sowell, the runner for North Arkansas College, still standing on first. And there's a pop-up foul ball to even things up at 1-1. Fowler has her pitch, cross ready behind home plate. A ball up high in the zone. Fowler returns to the circle, ready to go back to work here in inning number 1. Middle infield ready to turn 2 if the moment asks for it. Pitch on its way, bounces in the dirt, fielded by Cross to keep it in front of her. Fowler looking to battle back from inside the circle. Fires a strike right through the middle on a fastball, and that's a K. That's going to take care of the hitter for the second out of the inning, as Jennings strikes out for out number 2. First strikeout of the day for Gracie Fowler, who now has strikeout number 72 of her Nighthawk career. She's 7th all-time, now 1 away from tying Sarah Todd for 6th all-time. There's a check swing there on the next hitter, Maddie Officer. Didn't go around, it's ball 1. Runner on first, Sowell. The 1-0 to Officer, taken up high, and Cross will not throw on the go down to second. That puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. Swing and a miss through the middle. And the Nighthawks 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. Count is 1-2 on Maddie Officer. The 1-2, too high on the outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2s on the board for the Pioneers here in the first. On its way, swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the second strikeout for Fowler. We will head to the bottom of the inning. The Nighthawks bat when we return on the Nighthawk Network.
At Levi Hospital, we believe everyone deserves quality mental health care. Our outpatient behavioral health program offers personalized counseling and medication management for a range of conditions, including anxiety, depression, and trauma. Located in Hot Springs, Arkansas, we proudly serve Garland County and beyond. With individual and group therapy options, we're here to support your journey to healing. Visit LeviHospital.com today and take control of your mental health. Levi Hospital, healing mind and body since 1914.
Hi, my name is Keziah, and volleyball is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
Strong start for Nighthawk pitching in game number 2. Gracie Fowler, a couple of Ks, and now we're to the bottom of the first inning, where for NPC it'll be Sarah Camplain, Taylor Southern, and Macy Graves. Nighthawks won game 1 by a final score of 10-0, looking for the NJCAA Region 2 Series sweep over North Arkansas College today. Like we talked about in Region 2 play, we'll bring up the standings here. 4 teams really separating themselves at the top of the pack. Western Oklahoma State College, Murray State, UA Rich Mountain, and NPC. And there's a considerable gap between 4 and 5 in Region 2 play this season. Of course, these standings were before game 1 today. NPC now improving to 8-1 in Region 2 play. In the circle for North Arkansas College, we got to see her for a little bit at the end of game 1. It'll be number 15, Winston Crane. Crane will face off against Camplain, Southern, and Graves here in game number 2. And now coming to home plate will be Sarah Camplain. Camplain went 1 for 3 in game 1 with a double and a run scored. Now look to line up that scoreboard first for NPC here in the finisher. So it's Camplain versus Crane. Here we go, bottom of the first inning, ready to go. Crane has the pitch she wants from her catcher Hall. First pitch of the bottom of the first inning, on its way, ball 1. Good eye by Camplain, the right fielder for Nighthawk Nation. Second pitch of the at-bat, same place, same result, a quick 2-0 on Camplain. The speedy left-handed right fielder. Crane gets the sign, fires one in, and it drops a little bit too low, 3-0. Camplain threatening to be the leadoff base runner for NPC. And it'll be ball 4 on consecutive pitches to put the first runner on. That brings up Taylor Southern for the Nighthawks. Had a chance to talk to Kane, Taylor's dad, in between games, and we were both impressed by a 3-for-3 performance, including a solo home run back in game 1. Southern did not play in the SAU Tech series earlier in the week and came in fired up for a big series here. A stolen base down the way puts Camplain in the scoring position for Taylor Southern, who faces an 0-1 count. Southern looking to keep the hitting streak alive going into game 2 here. Finished just a triple away from the cycle in game 1. Count goes even on Southern, T-South, as she's affectionately known here in Nighthawk Nation. Second-year Nighthawk from Winsboro, Louisiana checks back into the box. Crane has the sign. Hall gets set behind home plate. 1-1 on its way. Curveball too far on the outside edge, 2-1. Camplain ready to sprint at the crack of the bat over on second. 2-1 on its way. Another high ball, 3-1. Southern and the Nighthawks may draw back-to-back walks to start the bottom of the first inning here at Majestic Park. And that's exactly what will happen here. Back-to-back walks as Southern will reach, bringing up Macy Graves. Couple of speedsters on the pond for NPC. If Graves can put it in play, anything can happen here. So Graves checks in for National Park College. The Nighthawk DP finished 1 for 3 in game 1, and she's going to line that one to left on a one-hopper. Bobbled in left. There's the green light. Camplain will score 1-0 NPC. All it takes is putting it in play. Those base runners will do the rest. It's an RBI single for Macy Graves. Southern advances to third on the play. And the first 3 Nighthawks have reached. Here's Bree Phillips. Takes the ball down in the dirt. Graves is going to steal second on the play. Runners on first and second. The count is 1-0 on Bree Phillips. And there'll be a ball up high to make it 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch on the outside. It's a quick 3-0 on Phillips as NPC now threatens to load the bases with no one out. Crane looking to settle down and get it into the strike zone here. On its way, there's a strike down the middle. Great pitch by the Pioneer hurler. Looking to battle back here. Couple of walks and an RBI single. That's been the resume so far here in the bottom of the first inning for NPC. The 3-1 connection, liner to shortstop, and Phillips is retired for the first out of the inning. Next up for the Nighthawks, Carly Morale. The left fielder steps in with a juicy situation. 2 in scoring position, just 1 out. It's a first pitch ball to Carly Morale. Carly's family here in attendance today at Majestic Park. Crane checks her wrist guard for the pitch. Count is 1-0. On its way, Morale connects. Sends that one out to left. The ball is bobbled. And now thrown away. Taylor Southern's going to come in. No one's there. Southern's going to score. Morale is retired for the second out of the inning, but smooth base running Taylor Southern comes in to make it a 2-0 ball game. The next hitter for Nighthawk Nation, Gracie Fowler. The sophomore from Southwest Arkansas, Genoa Central High School. Checks in a 2-0 ball game. Ball one down in the dirt as Fowler takes to go 1-0 in the count. Two outs in the inning here in the bottom of the first inning, and there's a blooper over to right field. That ball is down, and scoring will be Graves. An RBI single for Gracie Fowler keeps the inning alive. It's a 3-0 ball game as Jessica Sweer will take her turn for the home team. Sweer takes ball one on the inside, 1-0. Crane has the one she wants. Hall getting set behind home plate. The 1-0. Changeup called for a strike as it catches the corner. Count is even on Jessica Sweer. Fowler the runner on first. The 1-1. Pop up out towards right field. On the move of the Pioneers, catch is made, inning over. We go to the second where NPC leads it 3-0 right here on the Nighthawk Network. In the circle today, making the start is Gracie Fowler. She just had an RBI single. Let's learn more about Gracie's story.
I think it's the right choice because the team that I play for, they're also understanding and such a great team. They're also supportive. Coach Wyatt was always great to me. Especially the teachers and students here, they always help me. I feel like if I have a question there, I can always ask. Academics is one of my biggest priorities, and I can tell that National Park takes that as far as they can. Probably SAU Tech. I came in, I believe it was the 5th inning, and I pitched, and I shut SAU Tech down. And then after the game, I walked over there, and everybody was praising me and bowing down to me and supporting me, so that was pretty awesome. Definitely my family. Probably mostly my dad. He's supported me my entire softball career, and he's been a super good help and helped me with my pitching and hitting, so yeah.
Top of the second inning here at the ballpark, Majestic Park in beautiful Hot Springs. Gracie Fowler returns to the circle now with the lead after a 3-run bottom of the first inning for National Park College. I'm Mark Oliver with Nighthawk Nation. Love to hear from you out there. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're excited to see. We'd love to give you a shout out on the live broadcast today. A quick 2-0 against the leadoff hitter for North Arkansas College, Kylan Hall, the catcher. We'll see the 5, 6, and 7 hitters this inning for North Ark. Kylan Hall, Riley Stanford, and Tamika Ramirez. The 2-0 sails too high, 3-0. And it's a hitter's count here for Kylan Hall, looking to get on base for the Lady Pioneers. And Gracie Fowler answers back with a strike right down the middle, right on the money. Count is 3-1. Fowler fires again. There's a pop-up into right field. Sarah Camplain makes the grab in foul territory for the first out of the inning. That'll take care of Kylan Hall, bringing up Riley Stanford, the second baseman. Stanford was 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts in game one. Stanford stands in against Gracie Fowler. Corner infield ready to strike on a slow roller. There's the bunt. Swear is going to let it go foul for strike one. Stanford resets at home plate. Fowler gets her pitch from her catcher, Ella Cross, on its way. It's popped up, and Bree Phillips makes the grab. 2 outs in the inning. Phillips coming in on a dead sprint was able to get there with ease. And 5 consecutive Pioneers have been retired in this ball game. Batting for the first time in the series today will be right fielder Tamika Ramirez. Ramirez steps in against Gracie Fowler. No one on, 2 away. She'll foul the first pitch back to the screen, 0-1. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Pioneers down to their final strike here in the second inning. Fowler returns to the rubber. Ramirez looking to straighten it out. 0-2 on its way, too high, ball 1. The count is 1-2 on Ramirez. On its way, swing and a miss, strike 3, and down go the Pioneers in the second inning. We'll be back in just a moment right here on the Nighthawk Network.
Hot Springs was built on water and built to be enjoyed. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Soak it up.
What does care look like through the years? From the first memories to the treasured moments. From life's accomplishments to life's challenges. We're here for you, body and mind. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of families for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind with the kind of coverage that ensures your best days are ahead. Take good care, Arkansas.
Three strikeouts today for Gracie Fowler, now in sole possession, of 6th place all-time in Nighthawk history. We're moving and grooving here in NJCAA Region 2 play. Nighthawks are going to come to the plate. Jordan Householder is going to start things off here in the bottom of the second inning. 3-0 advantage for the home team. We'll see the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Householder, Ortego, and Cam Plain, facing off against Winston Crane. Jordan Householder went 1 for 2 in game 1 with a single and a run scored. And she steps in against Crane here to start the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat, taken for strike 1. Crane checks her wrist guard for the pitch. Householder ready to get on base here in the second. Deep fly ball out toward left field. It'll stay in the yard. Catch is made, 1 away. With Householder retired, that brings up Alexis Ortego for National Park College. Ortego in the box, ready to go. Crane has the one she wants from Hall. She'll wind and fire, foul ball. Ortega went 1 for 2 in game 1 with a single, a run scored, also added an RBI. She looks to be the first base runner of the second inning for Nighthawk Nation. 1 out, no one on. Here's the 0-1. There's liftoff. Out toward right field this time. Ramirez can't get to it. That one's all the way to the wall. And Ortego's going to turn and head for third. It'll be a 1-out triple for Alexis Ortego. Ortego able to get liftoff there. Now in scoring position as we go back to the top of the lineup with Sarah Camplain. Camplain walked, stole a base, and scored a run already in this contest. And Ortego is going to stay put at third on the passed ball. Hall able to reel it in quickly. Count 1-0 on Camplain. 1 out with a runner on third. Camplain looking to reach for the second time today. The 1-0 from Crane, swing and a miss on the inside. Jammed Camplain. And she'll reset with an even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery, taken to center field, ball is down, and Ortego will score. It'll be an RBI single for Sarah Camplain. It's 4-0 Nighthawks. Next up, Taylor Southern. The speedy sophomore center fielder steps in against Crane. First pitch to Southern, ball 1. Crane takes her time. Has the call, here's the ball, and it's a foul ball out of play. That'll bring things even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cheers coming from the Nighthawk dugout as the 1-1 on its way popped up into the shallow outfield. The catch will be made on a great grab over at second by Riley Stanford. 2 out in the inning. Next up for the Nighthawks, Macy Graves. Graves had an RBI single, her first time up today. With 2 outs and 1 on, she's going to try to keep the rally rolling. That's the first time this series Taylor Southern has been retired. And taking off for second is going to be Camplain. She'll get in easily. Swiped bag for number 3, Sarah Camplain. As another Nighthawk moves into scoring position in a 4-0 ball game. The count is 1-0 on Macy Graves. Graves looking to put it in play and bring the 5th run across. On its way, that ball drops low, 2-0. Graves awaits the next offering. On its way, popped up. That could be trouble. Catch is made. Inning over. Nighthawks strand 1. They score 1. We'll take a break. We're back in just a moment right here on the Nighthawk Network.
We will hold each other up. We will hold each other up. And when the weight's too much to bear, just know in your heart I'll be there. And we will hold each other up. Hold each other up.
Springs was built on water and built to be enjoyed. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Soak it up.
A 4-0 ball game heads to the top of the third inning here at the ballpark, Majestic Park in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. Glad to have you with us. Hey, by the way, Nighthawk baseball is on the road today. They're in West Memphis taking on ASU Mid-South. And I'll have you know that NPC is up big in Game 1, 11-3. Game 1 about to go final with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. But here at Majestic Park today, Gracie Fowler returns to the circle looking for a series sweep. NPC over NAC. The count is 1-0 against the hitter Maya Fulton, the center fielder. There's the bunt, but it's foul down the first base line. Jessica Swear in a dead sprint to go get it. NPC ready to pounce on top of the ball no matter where it goes in the field of play. So the count is 1-1. Showing bunt, pulling back, strike 2 is the call. Count is 1-2 on Fulton. Fulton was 0 for 2 in Game 1, a couple of strikeouts. And she'll foul that one away to stay alive at the plate. One ball, 2 strikes. And that one drops a little bit too low on that fire ball from Gracie Fowler. 2-2. Good eye by Maya Fulton. Fowler delivers down the middle, gets the strikeout looking for the first out of the inning. Strikeout number 4 today for Gracie Fowler. There's 1 out in the inning. The batter will be Winston Crane, the pitcher. Batting for the first time in this series today, Crane looking to get on base for North Arkansas College. She takes strike 1 on the first pitch thrown by Fowler. Fowler has retired 7 straight Pioneers dating back to the first inning. 0-1 on its way. That one launched foul down the right field line. And it's a quick 0-2 count on Crane. Top of the lineup awaiting on deck with A.B. Sowell ready to rock. The 0-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Another K for Gracie Fowler today. 2 outs in the inning. And back to the top of the lineup we go, where A.B. Sowell has the only hit for North Arkansas College today. She's also the only base runner that the Red and Black have seen here in Game 2 up to this point. Ball 1 is down in the dirt. Great job by Ella Cross to keep it in front of her. And there's a high fly ball that goes over the head of the catcher. 2-0 is the count on a good eye by Sowell. And there's a strike right down the middle. Fowler looking to battle back from inside the circle. Fowler has struck out the past 3 Pioneers, including 2 this inning. 2-1 pitch on its way, ground ball over to Ortego. Ortego fires to Swear, who bobbles the ball. The runner will be safe. Sowell will reach for the second time in this ball game, and the inning will continue. Third baseman Kylie Burris will come in. Some words of encouragement being thrown around for the Nighthawk infielders. The hitter is Burris, who flew out to Sarah Camplain her first time up. The count is 0-1 on Burris. Fowler delivers, and there's a ground ball foul toward the Pioneer dugout. The count is 0-2. Fowler takes a moment, returns to the circle. And a foul ball away. Count remains 0-2 on Kylie Burris. Stevie Jennings waiting in the wings on deck. Should Burris reach here in the third? Runner on first, Sowell, 2 down. 0-2 pitch on its way, popped up, it'll stay in the yard. Swear in foul territory, makes the grab. The top of the third inning is in the books. Okay, so if you know anything about the Nighthawks softball team, they bring a lot of energy, a lot of fun. They like to have a good time here at the ballpark. And yes, earlier this year, they did get me to wear a giant pink squid hat at the ballpark, and they've been begging, saying, Mark, we got to get you in another hat. Please wear another hat for us. And I told them, I said, I don't think it'll happen. It'll only happen if pigs fly. And I think that I'm probably very, very safe because I don't know. I think my headset's blocking it down a little bit. I promise when you pull the string, the pig flies. The wings are being weighed down a little bit. Let me fix it real quick. The things you do for wins at the ballpark. Shout outs to Bree Phillips for letting me wear her pig hat today at the ballpark. We'll take a quick break. We're back in just a moment right here on the Nighthawk Network.
The Arkansas Travelers Youth Foundation is the official public charity for the Arkansas Travelers. The Travs Youth Foundation helps kids get outside and play ball by breaking down barriers to participation. With rising costs and limited local opportunities, the obstacles are huge. The ATYF provides grants, college scholarships, and dozens of free community events designed to inspire the love of sports in the next generation. Visit Travs.com under the Community tab to find out how you can help donate, volunteer, and request aid.
My name is Sadie, and being a good teammate is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
In the bottom of the third inning, we'll see Bree Phillips, Carly Morale, and Gracie Fowler for National Park College. Nighthawks lead at 4-0 here in Game 2 of our doubleheader at the ballpark today. Crane still in the circle for North Arkansas College. She fires ball 1 against Bree Phillips. Phillips lined out to the shortstop her first time up today, still in search of her first hit of the ball game. 1-0 pitch on its way, taken low, 2-0. Crane checks her wrist guard for the pitch. Phillips chokes up on her bat and watches ball 3 fly high above the strike zone. NPC threatening a leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the third inning. And it'll be ball 4 on consecutive pitches, bringing up Carly Morale. Phillips reaches base for the first time in this ball game. Carly Morale had an RBI flyout her first time up today. The second-year Nighthawk steps in. Now looking to bring Phillips around from first. No one out. First pitch, ball one. And that's 5 consecutive balls to start the bottom of the third for Winston Crane. Count is 1-0 on its way. Morale will take strike one. Phillips will steal second. Collision over at shortstop. And the shortstop Sowell is down. A.B. Sowell pops back up. Looks like she is okay. Potentially scary moment there as Bree Phillips will steal second base. Glad to see that Sowell is okay. Looks a little bit shaken up on the play. Count is 1-0 on Carly Morale. The Nighthawk left fielder steps back in. On its way, there's a rip over to shortstop. Sowell makes the diving grab. And excuse me, it looks like Carly Morale is going to be marked safe over at first. It was not a catch. It bounced off the turf was the call. Runners on first and second for NPC. Next up, Gracie Fowler, who belted an RBI single her first time up today. No one out, 2 on, ball one, fired by Crane. Runner on second, Bree Phillips. Runner on first, Carly Morale. Crane has the pitch she wants. The 1-0 taken right down the middle, strike one. Well placed by Crane. Count is 1-1 on Gracie Fowler. Ball two soars above the zone. A hitter's count for the Nighthawk pitcher. Runners ready to move at the crack of the bat. The 2-1 taken high, 3 balls, 1 strike. Fowler now threatening to load the bases for Jessica Swear on deck. The 3-1 pitch, ball 4, and that'll put ducks on the pond for Swear. Big opportunity for NPC, no outs, bases loaded. We talked about Swear, the first person to the ballpark today, getting some extra at-bats in the batting cages. This could be a big moment for the Nighthawk first baseman. First pitch, ball 1 in the dirt. 3 consecutive Nighthawks have reached base to start the third inning. Phillips walked, Morale with a single, a walk to Fowler. The count is 1-0 on Jessica Swear. Here's the pitch. Same play, same result, 2-0. A good eye by Swear, who stands in the top 10 leaderboards all time in walks at NPC. Swear has 25 career bases on balls. This time she's going to rip it into center field. No doubt about it. Phillips will score. Morale will score. 6-0 Nighthawks on a 2-run double by Swear. A big shot for the Nighthawks there. That brings up Jordan Householder. Still no outs here in the inning. Time called, and I believe we're going to have a pitching change. We will. We're back in just a moment right here on the Nighthawk Network.
Hot Springs was built on water and built to be enjoyed. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Soak it up.
We will hold each each other up. We will hold each other up. And when the weight's too much to bear, just know in your heart I'll be there. And we will hold each other up. Hold each other up.
The new pitcher for North Arkansas College will be number 8, Ava Ogorick. It'll chase Winston Crane after 2 innings of work, 6 runs allowed, no strikeouts. So far here in the 3rd inning, a big inning for the Nighthawks, already plating 2. It was a walk by Phillips, a single by Morale, a walk by Fowler, and now a 2-run double for Jessica Swear on sophomore day. When we resume play, the next Nighthawk hitter will be Jordan Householder, the shortstop. No outs in the inning here. Over in West Memphis, Arkansas today, Game 1 is final, where Rich Thompson's Nighthawk baseball team has defeated the Greyhounds by a score of 11-4. Nighthawk softball is going to be on the road this upcoming week. Some big road trips coming up for NPC. They'll play at Murray State on Tuesday, April 8th. They're going to stay in Oklahoma and play at Western Oklahoma State College Wednesday, April 9th. So in the morning, the ladies are going to jump on a bus and head to the Sooner State. Murray State College on Tuesday, Western Oklahoma State College on Wednesday. We talked about those 4 top teams in the conference. The Aggies and the Pioneers are 2 of them. NPC looking to gain a lot of momentum from today's series to take on the road, looking to come back with some big wins. So excuse me, it looks like we do have a different change at pitcher. My apologies. It'll be Stevie Jennings taking over in the circle. So Jennings will be in the circle. First pitch to Householder, foul ball, 0-1. The hitter is Jordan Householder for NPC. Gracie Fowler, the runner, on third. Jessica Swear on second. 2 runs have already scored. Still no outs here in the 3rd. The 0-1 from Jennings on its way, too high to even the count. The 1-1. There's a laser over to third. And now Fowler going to try to get caught in a run down here and beat out the throw. Fowler in a pickle situation. North Arkansas College trying to tag out the pitcher. They do. Taking third on the play is Swear. And standing on second will be Householder. The hitter for the Nighthawks will be Alexis Ortega. 1 out in the inning. Householder will reach on the fielder's choice. Ortega into the batter's box. She had a triple her first time up today. With 1 out, still a great situation for the Nighthawks offensively. 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch to Ortega is strike 1 on the inside corner. The 0-1 from Jennings. Fired away foul. Sarah Camplain jumps out of the way just in time. A firecracker off the bat of Alexis Ortega. Jennings has the pitch she wants on its way. Pop-up foul ball. And a look back up at the screen, back in the SAU Tech Series, Jordan Householder lodged a foul ball in the top of the netting here at Majestic Park. And a friendly reminder that that ball is still there, and it may be there for a very long time. It's hard to lodge a ball within that tiny little square of the netting. Householder found a way to do it. There's the 0-2, drops low, ball one on a good eye by Ortego, who looks to battle back at the plate and win the battle and bring in some more runs. Nighthawks looking for that magic number of 8 before the 5th inning. So far, so good. They've scored in every inning so far. Count is 1-2 on the second baseman, Ortego. Pitch on its way, drops low, 2-2. Ortego looking to put it in play. Ball 3 on the outside edge. Count is full. 3 consecutive balls. As now Ortego steps back in with some renewed confidence at the plate here. Count is full. First base is open. Payoff pitch on its way. There's a laser foul ball out of play. Swear on third, Householder on second. Three balls, 2 strikes on the second baseman, Ortego. Pitch on its way, ground ball. It's going to be scooped at third. Over to first, Ortego is safe. Play at the plate, Swear slides in safe. Ortego takes second, 7-0 Nighthawks. Swear able to dive in underneath the tag. And the next hitter will be Sarah Camplain at the top of the lineup. Runners on second and third. Ground ball to the second. The scoop, the throw to first, and Householder will score the 8th run of the ball game. There are 2 outs in the inning. The next hitter will be Taylor Southern. The runner on third is Ortego. Southern will take ball 1 down in the dirt. Taylor Southern with a walk and a fly out and 1 run scored here in game 2. She's the 8th batter of the 3rd inning for NPC. 4 runs across, already having that magic 8 number on the scoreboard. Southern's going to put it in play, launches it into center field. Ortego stomps on home plate for the 9th run of the game. Southern's going to take third. Southern's going to get the green light, and she's going to be held up at third. Ball gets away. She'll settle for another triple. The all-time triples leader has another one for National Park College, just shy of an inside the park home run. The inning continues with Macy Graves coming to home plate. And the ball getting away from the catcher, Hall. Southern will dive back to third on the play. 1-0 on Macy Graves. Graves had an RBI single in the first, flew out to the shortstop in the second. And ball 2 is down low in the dirt. 2 outs in the inning. Taylor Southern, the runner on third. The 2-0. Outside edge, 3 balls, no strikes, as now Graves threatens to take first with a base on balls. Bree Phillips in the on-deck circle for Nighthawk Nation. 5 runs across here in the third. Graves takes the 3-0, strike one, just catching the outside corner. Couple of big power swings from Macy Graves as she makes her way back into the box. 3-1 delivery up high, ball 4, and that'll bring Bree Phillips to the plate. We've batted around here in the third inning. Runners on the corners. Phillips started it all off with a walk. Runners on first and third. She'll take strike one right down the middle. The count is 0-1 on Phillips. The hot-hitting third baseman steps in, looking to bring in Southern from third. Ball 1 on the outside. Reeled in by Hall. Great job by the Pioneer catcher to keep it in front of her. One and one on Phillips. And that one will be down in the dirt yet again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Macy Graves threatening to take second with a stolen base, but will hold her roll over at first. Phillips looking for something to straighten out here. 2-1 on its way. Swing and a miss up high. 2-2 on Bree Phillips. Jennings looking for a big strikeout here to get out of the jam, stop the bleeding in the third. On its way, Phillips delivers, fair ball into the left field corner. Here comes Southern. Graves gets the stop sign at third. RBI double, Bree Phillips. That'll plate the 10th run of the ball game. Runners on second and third. Phillips delivers a clutch hit as Carly Morale comes to the plate. Macy Graves on third, Phillips on second. Morale takes a deep fly ball out to left field. It's gone! Morale goes yard. Touch 'em all! And National Park College blows this game wide open. A huge homer for Morale. A 3-run blast for Morale on sophomore day. Family watching in the stands. What a shot by Morale. Meeting in the circle is over. And the next hitter for National Park College is Gracie Fowler. Fowler walked earlier this inning. Bats here with 2 outs and the base is empty. First pitch of the at-bat down to the dirt, ball 1. Jennings fires. Curveball down the middle. Gets the call, 1-1. Count even on Gracie Fowler. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a connection. A liner into left center field. It bounces off the wall. Fowler's going to turn and stand up at second with a double. The inning continues. Jessica Sweer is back, ready for more. Sweer knocked a 2-run double earlier this inning. She's 1 for 2 today. 9 runs have scored in this epic third inning for the Nighthawks. Ball 1 on the first pitch thrown by Jennings. And I believe that Carly Morale's family has just went out and retrieved that home run ball. What a special souvenir here on Sophomore Day. Ball 2 down in the dirt. Good eye by Sweer. Home run number 5 for Carly Morale in her Nighthawk career. It puts her into the top 10 all-time in Nighthawk history. As Sweer is going to foul that one away, 2-1. Morale joins Julie Johnson, tied for 10th all-time. The count is 2-1 on Sweer. Jennings fires, misses, outside, 3-1. Three-one pitch on its way. Strike 2, perfectly over the outer corner. The count is full on Jessica Sweer. Looking to keep the rally rolling for NPC. Red hot here in the third. Payoff pitch on its way and lasered foul towards the Nighthawk bullpen. The at-bat will continue for Jessica Sweer. The 3-2 to Sweer, popped up into the field of play. Catch is made, inning over. We go to the fourth. Nighthawks lead at 13-0 here at home. How about a 3-run home run for Carly Morale? Let's talk to Carly and learn more about her Nighthawk story.
So I remember coming on my visit and seeing the girls, and they just had like a great team atmosphere. And that was something that was really important to me, was being able to find a home in softball and school, and it really just brought both of those things together. So my favorite Nighthawk memory was last year when we played Rich Mountain in Region Tournament. I hit a home run and it ended up tying up the ball game. It really gave us the momentum. And after I got to move our name after we won, and that was really special to me. I'd like to thank my family, my dad specifically. He's always been a big support to me. And I'd like to thank my teammates. I love them so much, and my best friend Bailey.
Top of the fourth inning here at the ballpark. NPC leading 13-0 thanks to a 9-run third inning. It's time for catch-up if you're North Arkansas College. Pioneers going to look to start a rally here against the Nighthawk pitcher Gracie Fowler. Fowler has had quite the day today. 5 strikeouts, allowing just 2 base runners and 1 hit. Due up for the Pioneers here in the fourth inning will be Stevie Jennings, Maddie Officer, and Kylan Hall. They're the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Pioneers. Jennings is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. She'll take strike 1 on the first pitch she sees. Pitcher versus pitcher here in the fourth inning. Jennings looking to start the offense for the Pioneers. That ball drops low, 1-1. Fowler delivers. Foul ball out of play. The count is 1-2 on Stevie Jennings. There's a pop-up into the shallow infield. Alexis Ortego calls for the ball, makes the play, and there's one away here in the top of the fourth. The next hitter for North Arkansas College is the first baseman, Maddie Officer. Officer is 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. She'll take strike one on the first pitch thrown by Gracie Fowler. Fowler returns to the circle, has the call from Ella Cross behind home plate. 0-1 on its way, down in the dirt, 1-1. There's a swing and a miss up high as the count goes to 1-2. Officer looking to make a connection here with the next pitch. Check swing up high, did not go around. That evens things with 2 balls, 2 strikes. Officer checks back into the batter's box. Corner infield, ready to sprint on a slow roller. Not needed here. It's a strikeout for Gracie Fowler, her 6th of the day. 2 outs in the inning. That brings up catcher Kylan Hall. And there's a strike right down the middle against Hall. That one gets away from Gracie Fowler, saved by the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fowler is all smiles as she returns to the rubber. 1-1 windup on its way, swinging strike 2. And now Fowler looking for strikeout number 7 today. Pitch on its way, ground ball to Householder. She'll scoop, throw to first. Swear makes the play, and the top of the 4th is in the books. Back in a moment here on the Nighthawk Network. The Nighthawks will bat when we return.
Football is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
The Arkansas Travelers Youth Foundation is the official public charity for the Arkansas Travelers. The Travs Youth Foundation helps kids get outside and play ball by breaking down barriers to participation. With rising costs and limited local opportunities, the obstacles are huge. The ATYF provides grants, college scholarships, and dozens of free community events designed to inspire the love of sports in the next generation. Visit Travs.com under the Community tab to find out how you can help donate, volunteer, and request aid.
In the bottom of the 4th inning, we'll see the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for National Park College. And it looks like maybe even some pinch hitters mixed in as well. I see Delaney Lloyd getting ready to rock here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lloyd bats for the first time in the series today in place of Jordan Householder. D-Lo, as she's affectionately known, a rising star as a freshman this season for the ladies in blue and white. A bright Nighthawk career still lies very much so ahead of her. So Lloyd makes her way to home plate in a 13-0 ball game. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. Glad to have you with us today. Let us know where you're watching from, who you'd like to see or who you'd like to say hello to. We'd love to give you a shout out today. Thanks for spending Sophomore Day with us on your Sunday. Hope you and your family were safe from the severe weather this week in Arkansas and the surrounding states. A lot of flood waters here in Hot Springs, but we live to fight another day. Jennings in the circle. Lloyd in the batter's box. Here we go. First pitch to D'Lo, taken for ball 1. The Nighthawks sent 12 batters to the dish in the bottom of the 3rd inning, scoring 9. The 1-0 drops low, 2-0. Now the Nighthawks have one last chance to add insurance runs to the lead with a do-or-die top of the 5th inning coming up next for the Pioneers. The 2-0, taken down the middle, strike 1. Lloyd content with letting the pitching work for it. But now Coach Autumn Wyatt gives her the green light to go. Count is 2-1 on Delaney Lloyd. On its way, outside edge, misses the target, 3-1. Alexis Ortego awaiting on deck for Nighthawk Nation. Jennings 3-1 on its way. Strike 2, just painting the corner. Lloyd thought she had ball 4. It was close. And now the count is full. The 3-2, ground ball to the shortstop Sowell. She'll scoop it, throw it to first. Safe at first is the call. Lloyd just barely beats out the throw. She's on. Here's Alexis Ortego. Now the mission is to bring D'Lo home. Ortego has had a great day at the plate. A triple and an RBI single, 2 runs scored. First pitch to Ortego, foul ball down the 3rd base line. Ortego, one of 2 Nighthawks to reach in every at-bat so far today. The other being Gracie Fowler. There's a blooper. That's going to drop and roll the wrong way. That's going to allow Lloyd to go to second. Alexis Ortego with a bloop single. And it goes into the dugout, which is going to allow D'Lo to go to 3rd. It'll go down as a ground rule double, which now puts Ortego a homer away from the cycle. We're back to the top of the lineup. Sarah Camplain takes her turn. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, no one out here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Camplain, down in the dirt, ball 1. There's a strike down on the inside corner, 1-1. Count is 1-1 on Camplain. Pitch is on its way, lift off. High fly ball to 3rd base. The play is made, 1 away. Next up for Nighthawk Nation, Taylor Southern comes to home plate. Southern digs in, has an RBI triple and a walk today, 2 runs scored. Lloyd on 3rd, Ortego on second. The first pitch bounces away, and everyone's going to stay put. The Nighthawk dugout was telling Delaney Lloyd she should have went. Count is 1-0 on Taylor Southern. Jennings winds and fires outside edge. It misses the target, 2-0. Jennings prepares the next offering. On its way, Southern fouls it away, out of play. I see Coach Autumn Wyatt readying another pinch hitter in the wings. In the on-deck circle, looks like Miss Ryan Lefford's going to get another turn in this series. Two and one on Taylor Southern. Pitch on its way, it rolls away, 3-1. Southern threatening to load the bases here in the bottom of the fourth. The 3-1 return to sender ricochets off the ankle. The out is recorded, 2 down. Southern retired. Lloyd will score. It's 14-0. So here comes Ryan Lefford. What a sophomore day the former BB Badger had in game one, blasting a monster 2-run home run. Runner on third is Ortego. The first pitch dies right before home plate, 1-0 on a good eye by Lefford. On its way, that one gets away from Jennings on the heater. A quick 2-0 count on Ryan Lefford. Should she reach, it'll be Brianna Phillips coming to home plate next. The 2-0, same place, same result, 3-0 on Lefford. And Lefford will take her base. The inning continues with Bree Phillips coming to the dish. Runners on the corners for NPC. Bree Phillips has an RBI double, a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored today. We'll fix our scoreboard. 2 outs in the inning, and Phillips is hit by the pitch to load him. That brings up Carly Morale with the bases loaded. Bree Phillips leading the team in hit by pitches this season. That's number 8 this year. Ortego on third, Lefford on second, Phillips on first, as ball one is thrown beneath the knees. Carly Morale had a single, an RBI flyout, and a 3-run home run here in game 2. Count is 1-0 on the Nighthawk left fielder. On its way, Morale's going to take it right down the middle, strike one. One and one on Morale. There's a strike on the outside edge. Well placed by Stevie Jennings. The count goes to 1-2. That ball's going to get away. Coming in to score will be Ortego. It's 15-0 NPC. The count goes to 2-2 on Carly Morale. Leffert on third, and now Bree Phillips standing on second. Two's on the board for NPC. On its way, lift off to right. The ball is dropped. Leffert will score, and Phillips will come home to score. Over to second, Morale tagged out. That will end the inning. 2 more runs score. It's 17-0. We head to the 5th inning in just a moment. Nighthawk softball continues on the Nighthawk Network.
What does care look like through the years? From the first memories to the treasured moments, from life's accomplishments to life's challenges. We're here for you, body and mind. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of families for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind with the kind of coverage that ensures your best days are ahead. Take good care, Arkansas.
Hot Springs was built on water and built to be enjoyed. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Soak it up.
We go to the top of the 5th inning here at the ballpark, Majestic Park, here in beautiful Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas. And barring an epic comeback from North Arkansas College, NPC will finish 2 runs shy of the single-game scoring record in Nighthawk softball history. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. A 2-run shot there by Carly Morale. 2-run single, I should say. And Carly Morale's hot day continues. Gracie Fowler with 6 strikeouts in the circle today. Looking to close up shop here for a series sweep over North Arkansas College. The Pioneers will have Riley Stanford, Tamika Ramirez, and Maya Fulton batting this inning. Count is 0-1 on Stanford. Stanford 0 for 1 today. She swings through that one for strike 2. Stanford looking to put it in play here and trying to spark the comeback here. There's a rip over to second base, fielded by Delaney Lloyd, who gets it over to Jessica Sweer, 1 away. The next hitter for the North Arkansas College Lady Pioneers, right fielder Tamika Ramirez. Ramirez struck out to end the top of the 2nd inning, her last time up. Fowler fires, ball 1 down low. The 1-0 right down the middle induces the swinging strike. That brings it even on Ramirez, 1-1. Count even as Ramirez steps back into the box for North Arkansas College. Corner infield ready to sprint on a slow roller. There's a hard foul ball off the grandstand to fall behind in the count, 1-2. Ramirez now will check back into the batter's box for North Arkansas College. That one's too high on the offering from Gracie Fowler. The 2-2 drops low, and now the count is full on Tamika Ramirez. Payoff pitch on its way. Strike three. Fowler gets another K. The Pioneers are down to their final out in this ball game. 7 strikeouts today for Gracie Fowler.
Re-entry, 15 for 10.
Batting here will be Maya Fulton, the center fielder for North Arkansas College. Ball one is taken up high. There's a connection, but that one is foul. That'll even the count at 1-1. Count even. Fowler fires, misses on the edge. 2-1. It all starts with one hit, one base runner if you're North Arkansas College. Trying to turn off the scoreboard in their mind and just play softball here. The ball bounces off the screen on a foul ball, 2-2. And the Pioneers are down to their final strike here in the series. Fowler looking to close it out with her 8th strikeout of the day. The 2-2. And it's a liner to Jessica Sweer, who reels it in on sophomore day. NPC secures this series sweep. Your final score in Game 2, 17-0. The Nighthawks win. Back in just a moment to wrap things up from the ballpark. This is National Park College Nighthawks softball on the Nighthawk Network.
At Levi Hospital, we believe everyone deserves quality mental health care. Our outpatient behavioral health program offers personalized counseling and medication management for a range of conditions, including anxiety, depression, and trauma. Located in Hot Springs, Arkansas, we proudly serve Garland County and beyond. With individual and group therapy options, we're here to support your journey to healing. Visit LeviHospital.com today and take control of your mental health. Levi Hospital, healing mind and body since 1914.
Hi, my name is Keziah, and volleyball is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
Final score in Game 2, 17-0. The Nighthawks secure this series sweep, and that'll get them set for a big road trip coming up this week in Oklahoma. They've got two of the top dogs in Region 2 play, Murray State College and Western Oklahoma State College. Going in red hot with a bunch of momentum, 20 total strikeouts. 19 total strikeouts throughout the series today. 12 for Bailey Cowell, 7 for Gracie Fowler today, who picks up a big win, back-to-back wins for Gracie Fowler to be exact this week. Her 13th of her Nighthawk career puts her in 5th place all-time, and some big strikeouts today for Fowler as well. She moves into 6th place all-time today, passing Nighthawks Sarah Todd. Let's look at some of the offensive leaders for the Nighthawks today. You have to start with the number 9 spot in the lineup. That's Alexis Ortego. A single, a double, a triple, 3 runs scored, 1 run batted in. Also looking around the way, Carly Morale came up huge today with 6 RBI on a 3-run home run, 2 runs scored, excuse me. Also coming up clutch today, Taylor Southern with a couple of RBIs, had a triple, a walk, and 2 runs scored. Sarah Camplain had 2 RBI, a single, a walk, and 1 run scored. Jessica Sweer finished 1 for 3 with a 2-run double 1 run scored. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. We'd like to thank the families and the friends here on Sophomore Day. It's a day where we reminisce and we say thank you because we wouldn't be here without you. Thank you for trusting us, believing in us to take care of your young ladies as they continue their college journey. Over the past couple of years, these Nighthawks have been true leaders, great student representation for National Park College and the Hot Springs National Park community. We are so glad that you allowed them into our doors, and we're so glad that there's still like a month left in the season before postseason play. Just like Ryan Lefford said, we're not done yet. Safe travels to our friends from Harrison, Arkansas, the North Arkansas College Pioneers. Feel free to like, subscribe, and get notified every time we go live here on the Nighthawk Network. We're back in action tomorrow. Nighthawk baseball here at Majestic Park against ASU Mid-South. First pitch, 12 p.m. I'm Mark Oliver. Special thank you to our sponsors. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time right here on the Nighthawk Network.